So yeah, hello everyone. My name is Mario. I'm from Orderly Network. I will be showing you all the features of Orderly One, how to create your own DEX, how to set up all its features, including theming, branding images, P&L posters, Reown, Privy, and so on. Let's jump right into it. So this is the Orderly One website where you will first be prompted to log in or to connect your wallet. So let me just quickly connect my wallet. And then for the login process to complete, you have to sign a message. This is not an on-chain transaction. You just sign an off-chain transaction so that our backend can verify your wallet. So now we are logged in, and let's start building. And in this tutorial, I will be setting up a new DEX. Let's call it Otterly DEX. Let's continue with the branding assets. So we first would have to find a primary logo. You have the option to either select a file from your computer, or you can also paste an image. So let me just quickly find an Otterly logo like this one, and let me paste it here. You also can see that I have this selection box. So in theory, I could change this. But I'm actually fine. Oh, well, maybe let's lower the height a little bit, like this, for example. So let me apply that. Now, secondary logo. Let's it's this one. Okay. So the secondary logo actually has a fixed aspect ratio, so it needs to be square. So I'm fine with what is selected. Same for the fav icon. The fav icon is the small icon that is displayed in your browser, in the tab section, for example. So this can just be the same as the secondary logo. So let's go to the next step. And this is a little bit more advanced because now you will be asked to set up your theming. So the colors you see right here are just the default Orderly Network colors. So you have like the primary color, a branding gradient, some status colors, base colors, which are mostly backgrounds, trading colors, and so on. There are even more things that can be configured, like border radius, spacing, and some TradingView colors. But yeah, this is instead of manually editing all the colors, we can also use an AI theme generator feature instead. So let me do that instead. So let's just say a dark mode with overlay aesthetic and so on, blah blah blah, neon, mint green. Okay, so let's generate the theme via AI and see what will come out. So yeah, this is what it came up with, and I could still click a color and edit it to my liking. Like, yeah, maybe make this a bit more light. I don't know, something like that. And so that we actually have a gradient here. So yeah, the rest is hopefully okay. And we can then apply the theme. So now all the colors have changed. And also in this section, you can also click this preview button. So let's see how our DEX will look like. Okay. It's very greenish, but yeah, I won't continue editing it now. In theory, I can just like skip this and edit it later on. It doesn't really matter at this point, but we can also see the icon right here. And yeah, let's just continue for now. So next step is P&L coasters. So these are like if you have an open position and you want to share it with someone, then you can set up P&L posters. So let's let's just copy another one and add a poster. And the poster also have a fixed aspect ratio of 16:9. So yeah, let me maybe do it like this. And in theory, I can add as many posters as I want, up to 8. And I can also preview them right here. So this is my position details with the image I just pasted as a background. So as you can see, it should maybe, like the image should maybe be moved a bit more to the right, but yeah, you can always change this later on. So yeah, let me continue with this setting now. So now let's set up our social media links. So I will be copy pasting some of the orderly links right here. Okay. So now this is SEO configuration, search engine optimization. That's what it stands for. So this step can help you optimize your visibility on Google and and other search engines. So let's just set something up here. So site name is PERP DEX. Site description is best DEX error. Language is English. Twitter handle is at all the network. And our theme color is green somewhere right here. Yeah. Yeah, and you can also set up some keywords like DEX crypto perps. And let's continue. Now we come to the Reown configuration. Reown, or formerly known as Wallet Connect, allows your users to use Wallet Connect. So it mostly allows them to improve the wallet connection by, for example, also using mobile wallets, or some other wallets might only like support Wallet Connect instead of like having like a browser plugin or something like that. So it's definitely beneficial to have Reown configuration being set up. So in order to do that, you would have to follow this link to the Reown dashboard, where you would have to create a new project to get an ID which we can paste right here. So let's do that. So I'm already logged into the Reown dashboard, but yeah, let's just create a new project which is called DEX. And all I have to do now is just copy the project ID on the top right and just paste it, and that's it already. We can just continue with the next step, which is Privy. So Privy is also, it can also improve the wallet connection process by also supporting social logins. It's also a requirement for abstract wallet, which only works via Privy. So it's also beneficial to set up Privy, which we will do now as well. So it's kind of similar to Reown, but it's a bit more complicated, in fact. So we'd have to follow the link to the Privy dashboard. So let me just open that. So I'm also already logged in. here, but let's create a brand new app called Privy DEX. Yeah, we need the app ID. In fact, the secret we do not need these secrets, so we just copy this and close it and insert our app ID. If you have terms of use, you can also paste them here so that they are properly shown. Okay, so yeah, in order to set up passkey X and Google, you would have to go to the Privy dashboard. Under user management authentication, you can find socials. And here you can enable, for example, like what we support is Google. In order to enable Google, you would then have to go to Google and set up an app there to get your OAuth credentials, which I won't be doing now, but in theory, you would have to do that. So if you want to support Google login, it's basically the same for X. So if you want to support that, you would also have to go to the X website or like developer portal where you can create a new application where you get your OAuth credentials that you can paste here in order for this to work. And then we would be able, then we could enable it at all in one. For passkey, you can just enable it quite easily like this, and yeah, so we can enable this right away. Yeah, as mentioned, if you want to support abstract chain, Privy is a requirement, so we can enable it right here as well. So yeah, let's just do that. So now we see the blockchain configuration where we can select which blockchains we want to support. We could also, for example, just disable testnet or disable mainnet if we really want that. But the default is like if you don't do anything right here, then all chains will be enabled by default. So yeah, I don't want to filter out some chains, so I will just skip this step for now. Now we see the language configuration. So default is just English. If you want to have a language toggle button, then you can select your preferred languages or just select all of them and click next. And now we come to the navigation menu configuration. The default is that you have a TradingView, a portfolio, dashboard, markets overview, and a leaderboard. So that's the default. If you want to change that, you can select them right here. You can even like change the order if you want that. The leaderboard is based on your broker ID. By default, you will have a demo broker ID, so your leaderboard will be shared across many brokers. But when you do the full graduation process to earn your fees as well, then the leaderboard will only show your broker users. And the rewards page also only makes sense after the graduation process because this is where you can do the referral code stuff, which I won't be showing now. So yeah, let's just go with the default, I would say. So let me just disable all of it, and it's fine. In theory, I can also set up custom navigation menus, for example, like website. And I can add even more of them. And I can also enable a small menu to show some order token related pages. So let's just enable that so that you can see it. And yeah, these have been all the steps. And now I can deploy it. Yeah, so my DEX has been created. It's not yet fully deployed. What happened in the background is that a GitHub repository has been created, and now a GitHub Actions workflow is running to do the actual deployment, which we can see right here. So this has just started, and oh yeah, it's queued actually. Now it's starting, and we would need to wait until this finishes. And once the first deployment is finished, we can check out our DEX. Okay, our first deployment completed. So what we have now is a link to our DEX, which uses the same domain as orderly1 with a path suffix for now, but we can change that as well. So when we go here, then we see our beautiful DEX. And yeah, we can just like connect our wallet and deposit assets and start trading. Yeah, as you can see here, these are the default pages that we set up. There's also an external website link, and there's also this menu for the order token where you can also stake order. So yeah, but obviously you would want to have this deployed on your own domain. And this is the next step. So when you scroll down, you can see custom domain setup. So right here, you would have to insert the domain you want to use. So or let's say just utterly, and I own this domain. So and this is why I'm using it for now. So I want this to be deployed right here. So let's save this. And now you will be prompted to set up your DNS config, which in my case is just a CNAME with the following values. So let me copy them, and let me go to my DNS provider and add a new record, a CNAME pointing to utterly value is that one. And that's it. We can just save it. Yeah, that's all the setup we need for a custom domain. However, a new deployment run has started because it needs to remove the path suffix in order to work. So this is why we have to wait for this deployment run to finish so that we can check it out. In the meantime, I can also show you this very important step. So when you use a custom domain, you also would have to apply for a TradingView advanced charts license, which is free, but unfortunately you have to do it. So you can just follow this link. And you click on Get the Library, and then you fill out all the information. So let me do that. Just your name, your company email, company name, website URL is orderly. Link to my GitHub profile. This is my personal GitHub profile, and you need a personal GitHub profile in order for this to work. Otherwise, they will reject it. So you would have to go to github.com. I'm already logged in, but yeah, you would only like just have to create an account on GitHub, a personal account. That's enough. Then you paste it here. And our website is live. Company profile is a crypto exchange. Job title. phone number. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Do you have your own data feed? Yes. That's also important. Reason for your request. That would be we want to run our own perpetual DEX. Something like this. And last step is you would have to download the license agreement, sign it, and upload here. And then you can send a request. In the meantime, the deployment successfully finished. So now our DEX is available under our custom domain. Okay, the last feature I want to show you is our board section. So when you go to board, you can see all the DEXs that have been launched via orderly one. But yeah, you cannot see a lot right now because it's not yet live. I just have this test data right here. So in theory, you could set up a DEX with this nice card design, and your DEX could be like in this list, where you see also like volume, fees, and the P&L of your traders. The overall P&L of your traders, also some token information if you have some. You can also click that link and see it in more detail, including the charge to your token and the detailed volume that you've done. Yeah, in order for this to set up, you would go to My DEX and set up a DEX card. So yeah, this is where we would have to paste all the information. So some description, then you can choose a banner image, or you can just use the primary logo. But you could also, again, just paste another image here, and also a logo, which will be displayed on the left. And we can also paste some token information. For example, let's use the order token on Arbitrum. So yeah, it has been found. So this will also be displayed. Yeah, then the social media links, they already have been filled because I already inserted them during the DEX setup. And I can also add a website URL like this. And that's it. Now the DEX card has been set up. And once you upgrade your DEX, then your DEX will also be visible right here. So yep, thanks for your attention. And yeah, I hope I could make it easier for you to set up your own DEX via orderly one. We have not yet shown you all the features. In the next video, we will also be showing the graduation process, how to get your own broker ID and how to earn revenue from your DEX, and also the referral code setup as well. Thanks a lot and have a good day.